Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 Theory and Prediction video. Let's make things interesting today. Let's talk about the 5 clues that Unique and Kanan will definitely work together and team up against Rock, alright? These 5 clues start at the beginning of the series all the way up until the most recent clues that I've noticed that we've been getting in regards to this topic, as recent as the very last episode of Raising Kanan Season 4. I need y'all to think. I need y'all to put y'all thinking caps on, as I like to put on my thinking cap on as well. I need y'all to put y'all prognosticating hats on, just like I do the same thing as well, if I even said that word right. I also want to shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel, hitting those likes. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to send a super thanks, nah. But this video is going to be another banger. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. The first one of the top 5 clues, Unique and Kanan will definitely work together against Rock, okay? Clue number 1. Unique is who Kanan always wanted to be like, okay? When you look at the very first 5 to 10 minutes of the entire Raising Kanan series, you seen Kanan looking out the window and he's in awe. He already had doughboy aspirations from young, and the guy who had it all was Unique. You see Unique hopping out with the red and black on, hopping out the whip, right? Looking like he that guy. You understand what OG Kanan was saying about him. Kanan, his idol, was Unique, okay? Everything that Unique was is what Kanan wanted to be, right? That's a clue. Number 2. They still never had direct dialogue after almost 4 whole seasons. 4 whole seasons. Not even dialogue, right? They only had 1 season where they were even next to each other, and the producers and writers went out of their way, right, to just gloss over it. It was very brief, and we know what we're talking about. The end of season 2, after Unique saved Rock's life, we seen Howard pull up with Kanan. Unique is looking like, yo, what's going on here? That was the very end of the season. They still haven't had dialogue together. We know that this dialogue is going to come. And the reason why they didn't have dialogue is because when they do speak, it will be extremely impactful to the overall story, right? This is not something that's just going to be a fly-by-night thing, all right? There's a lot of dialogue that has to be said. There's a whole lot of Unique telling Kanan, yo, I was going balls deep in your mother. You know what I'm saying? She eat the dish, nah, I eat like a pro. There's a whole lot of Kanan looking Unique in his face and saying, yeah, I put your brother down. What you gonna do about it? There's a whole lot of, hey, I had some misconceptions about you, Kanan, but I actually like you. You know what I'm saying? I think we should work together, being that your mother destroys everything that we try to touch, especially if Unique is the one who brings OC to Kanan. And we find out Unique didn't even take his money, or was gonna take it but gives it back and then gives up OC in order to mend things with Kanan, at least so they could work with each other. We know the ramifications of where this thing is gonna go. And now, moving on to number 3. Uniques go through the heart line. Early in the series, season 1, either the first or second episode, Unique is talking to, I don't remember who he's talking to. I smoke a lot of weed. But he's saying how he was talking about Rock as if Rock was the head of everything, right? And he said sometimes to take down the head, you have to go through the heart. Rock's heart, the biggest part of her heart would be Kanan. So what y'all have to understand is that there's absolutely, unequivocally, there is no way Unique is not going to come up with the idea to have Kanan turn against Rock. If this leads to Kanan killing Rock or not, that's something that we have yet to see. I'm personally still on the side that says that Kanan will never kill Rock. I just don't believe that we're going to see any kind of scene in Power where the son, a black son, kills his black mother. I don't think we're ever going to see that. Now, if he lets her die or something like that, or if he kills her by mistake, maybe. But we're never going to see on Power, I just don't believe it, where they're going to have a black son kill his black mother. I don't think that that's going to happen. However, Unique using Kanan to weaken Rock's defenses in any way that he can, that's going to happen. There's no way Unique said that in order for him to never do it. We know how Power is. Even if it takes 2, 3, 4 seasons, things that are said earlier in the series are always paid off by the end of the series. We know this already. And now moving on to number 4. Just recently in the last episode, Unique ran down on Rock. He's obviously 100% wrong with all his accusations against Rock. He got a gun in Rock's face. Rock says something about Kanan. What does Kanan say in return? You don't give a fuck about Kanan. If he already feels that way, then according to what I said previously, what would stop him from seeing it as advantageous of him to deal with Kanan once he finds out that Kanan don't even mess with Rock like that? What we have to understand is that Unique doesn't even know Kanan don't mess with Rock like that. So when Snaps and Pop tell Unique, yo, I think there's a business opportunity in order for you to deal with Kanan and move Rock out of the way. When Stefano says, hey, Rock's sneaky son came to see me previously, and yes, I'm saying that Unique and Stefano is going to get cool again. Yes, I'm saying that, all right? When Quan tells Unique, hey, I like Kanan's son. He reminds me of you. Unique is going to be like, so he going against his mom, there's trouble in paradise. Right now, he thinks Kanan and Rock are ace boon coons when he realizes that there's an opportunity for him to be messy and cause a further rift between them, maybe even persuading Kanan to kill Rock. He's going to take that opportunity. And number 5, which is probably the most damning evidence and the biggest clue as far as season 4, that Unique and Kanan will begin to work with each other by the end of the season. All of Rock's potential enemies and business associates are being sent in Kanan's direction. Kanan took it upon himself to go meet Quan. Snaps and Pop already know Kanan ain't rocking with Rock like that. Kanan took it upon himself to go meet Stefano. When the Capo di Tutti boss of all bosses situation happens, and Stefano is like, I can't deal with these Mulianos anymore, he's gonna say, but wait, Kanan ain't fuck up yet. When he understands the power that Kanan already has in the streets as a young boy, These people are gonna feel empowered to empower Kanan against Rock. Okay? And because you got Quan, who's working with Unique again, right? And because you got Snaps and Pop, who's likely to work with Unique because they already don't like Rock anyway. And they told Rock, hey, we work with Kanan, not you. You gotta understand, one way or another, they will arrange a sit down between Kanan and Unique. It's gonna happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all got any more clues. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's gotta get that. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.